Yo, 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 what's the crack? Austin and Nick here from the Midlife Nation podcast. Episode number 60, 60, the big 60. 60. So, we're in the Manhattan in the Raheny, so we're back to our roots where we first had the first episode, all those 59 episodes ago. So yeah.
Kind of an anniversary.
Anniversary? Well, yeah, anniversary.
We're not as milestone, but we have video now. I mean.
Yeah, we have video, so like, yeah, we're not getting any better, but we're slightly getting better.
Hopefully no one comes in and interrupts us now.
Well, I mean, even if they do, because it's like, we used to get freaked out about that because the music be on or people walking in there.
Yeah, don't mind the music, that's Sting in the background.
Yeah, Sting's good, it was a nice song. But yeah, anyway, so I want to talk about conflict and sports and the mix and mash and the comparisons and the influences of sports has on individuals to make them more conflict resilient, like in terms of less anxious, less anxious of conflict, and loud words are chosen, scary words, like Nick, if I curse or if I
yeah, he's not allowed to use it, he's been censored.
I was giving out about some of the guys in the group or the friends because they're annoying me, and Nick's like having a meltdown. So I'm going. So it got me thinking, like, this be a good episode to talk about, because Nick gets a bit kind of anxious, He does. He gets very anxious, where I'm a bit more less anxious, more resilient. And
he is.
I am, yeah. Thanks. But Nick's a goodie. Nick's a good good heart. He's a good heart. I try to have a good heart too. I'd like to think I do. But I think the difference between me and him is, like, I definitely do sports like martial arts and combat sports.
So what are you trying to say?
Like I said to you, do sports, lift weights, to get into football. You never played football when you were younger, did you? Or like sports? Like,
I did.
What did you do?
It's like he doesn't know me at all.
I say to you all the time, you built like a rugby player, but you never played rugby, and you never once said you played rugby.
I didn't play rugby at all. I remember once.
You did taekwondo, didn't you?
No,
you said you did taekwondo or martial arts.
No, I did karate when I was in school, in primary school for a while.
Why don't you get back into it?
It was like 40 years ago nearly.
Yeah, but this is the midlife and action stuff. Like, you rejuvenate your old hobbies and stuff like that. I mean, did you ever like the karate?
I was okay. It was a bit of hard work.
A bit of hard, like you are now, like. Okay, so here's the question: if you could go back in the karate and you could do it now, like tomorrow, or the next day, and you're like, your body's fully healed and you feel great and all, like, would you do it? Like,
maybe.
It's not now, so I'll take that as a win. But I'm enjoying jiu-jitsu. I'm back now a couple of months and I'm really getting stuck into it. And the thing is, like, my arm hurts, my elbow hurts, my other two elbows hurts, my knee hurts, and I got a black eye there 2 weeks ago. I had a black eye for ages.
My shoulder hurts for a different reason though.
That's an innuendo, like, what? Because like you're like playing like fucking tennis against the wall or something.
No, I fell.
All right, yeah, fell when you're drunk.
I wasn't.
So it's self-inflicted, like.
Yeah, I wasn't drunk. Okay, I just tripped over, so I'm sorry. No, Austin, come on. This is your show. Tell me what you want.
It's extra, but really, I do all the talking. You do all the research, and you do all the work, like.
I do all the work, yes.
No, but so I have a black eye, and it was like
I can't see black eye.
I have a black eye there. Look.
No.
It's actually 2 weeks ago, but it was a black eye because Nick didn't see me 2 weeks because he took a flaky week last week.
No, I didn't. Will you stop? Like he said, oh, he texted me and said, oh, podcast, we have to do a podcast, we have to be creative. Please, just.
He was going home to go under the blanket. He sent me a WhatsApp picture and he's like jumping in under the blanket. I said, no, you can't do that. So I had to bribe him with food. So I bribed him with food. Yeah. I got chicken goujons and chips and garlic bread.
And water.
You chose the water. You could have got your beer.
No, I don't want a beer. It's fine. Well, a glass of wine now.
Glass of wine.
Oh.
What, fucking on a date now? Is it? A bottle of champagne? What do Stop. What do I get out of this?
Stop.
Actually, there's an interesting thing in my astrology. I have an interest in Mars and Moon connection. Like, so I'm looking for a connection or banter. Or
Mars bar, is it?
Mars bar, I don't know. So like, weird things happen today, but not to like the last few little while. But I don't know if that's
okay, you're waffling. What do you say?
Okay, anyway, so back to the point. When we do martial arts, it makes you more resilient. And when we do sports in general, I find that even having kids in sports, like, they're a little more resilient because of conflict and stuff like that. And they're less kind of less anxious because they're using their body, they're getting more physical and they're more grounded and more earthy. Like, you know, from my example, I feel so much better now that I'm back doing jiu-jitsu and wrestling with like guys twice my size or even the same size, and like they literally throw me over their shoulders, smack me on the ground. Like it's just kind of like wrestling. It's really good fun. It makes you less it makes me definitely less anxious and more resilient in life. Especially like there's actually a funny thing we were saying, like if you're having a fight, like, and you think you've never done martial arts or you've never done any combat sports before, if you go into a fight with a guy that knows martial arts, you'll be like creamed like within 10 seconds. Like, you really think you can fight, and you know, because you just see movies or you think you're gonna have the Matrix brain and they're gonna be like Keanu Reeves, like
obsessed with
Neo,
the
like,
Matrix.
well, I am obsessed with Matrix because like we're possibly living in the Matrix.
We're not living in the Matrix. Why do people look? This is the real world. There was nothing wrong with it.
So is the Matrix the real world?
No, that's a movie. This is the real world. Sometimes there are problems. Sometimes, you know, you have to deal with it.
Right. Well, okay. This is the interesting fact. So we talk about conflict.
God.
How do you deal with conflict?
Oh, God.
Can we mention the elephant in the room?
What else?
The stuff that you're afraid to talk to over a year, like.
No.
No, can't mention that.
No.
Okay.
That's it. Not this. Not.
This is not the episode for it.
Yes, another time.
All right.
Did you ever see the match?
What match?
Oh, what match? Football match.
Yeah, like okay, Ireland got beat by Portugal.
But if it's fair, it was only 1-0. I mean, it could have been.
Yeah,
like,
but they still got beaten, though, didn't they? Like, I mean, it's still a loss. Like, I mean, they couldn't hold out. Like, I mean, the team did great, but they couldn't hold out to the end. Like, so I mean,
I know.
I mean, it is sad, but I mean,
what do we need to do though for that to be better?
With Ireland,
Yeah.
just need better quality players, kind of you know, more resilience and more kind of belief. And it's like look at the 90s and 94.
Yeah, exactly 90s.
But the players were much better. They had an ego.
Even Eurovision, they were much better.
Right, just to play for top teams, and they were winning on a regular basis, so they believed in themselves a bit more because they had. But they also had the competency and belief, and they had the experience of being in top games and top competitions.
Oh, actually, one of the questions on the money list on the weekend was players from the World Cups, when they were in the World Cup.
What do you mean the money list? What was that?
Money list is like, you know, the money list, it's on RTE.
Yeah, watch it.
You basically have to get as many people. So basically you say, it's a list of, okay, the best players of Ireland, or players in Ireland.
So the best top 10 players of Ireland in the 90s or something.
Yeah, or like how many you can name? Can you name? And people say, the guys might say, oh, I can name 20, or maybe 30, and then maybe 40. But sometimes they might say, only name 7, and then they say, name them. It's kind of a game of chicken.
Okay,
so you name them, and then if you lose, if you can't name them, the other team gets the point.
Okay, so what was the one on Sunday? Like, what was it?
Saturday. It was the name any player from the 1990, 94, and 2002 World Cup on the Irish squad.
Yeah.
And I mean, the lads should have got at
Many
least.
did they say they could get? Like,
I think they only said about 10.
and how many could you get?
I could get probably about. If you think about it, 20, something like that.
Right, go, right, here's your spotlight. What do you mark? If you get 20, go get 20 then. Right, you have 60 seconds on the clock.
No. That's
Well, don't be saying you can get 20 when you can't get 20, you don't know.
Oh,
like.
yeah, but well, Mick McCarthy,
Okay.
Dennis O'Leary, nice.
Dennis Irwin.
Dennis Irwin, sorry. Steve Sodden, Roy Keane, Packy Bonner, Alan Kelly, Andy Townsend, Ray Houghton, Paul McCarthy, Paul McGrath, who else? Robbie Keane, okay.
That's Ted.
Damon Duff, I said Packy Bonner.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Steve Sodden, I said Steve Sodden.
I didn't say Steve Salt, I didn't say Steve.
Did I say Steve Sodden?
No.
I don't know.
That's 12 at best.
But seriously, come on.
I know when he said, go to the 10 man team.
No, but I mean, a normal person who was good at football, but no, but you get 20.
So you just shoot at 20 there, like. But I mean, call a spade. Like, you either know, you don't know, like.
Okay, I can name top best actors and all. We can get that in my 10 days.
Oh no! Always back to the movies. Back to the movies.
But that's the time for the discussion for another day.
Well, here's the question: like, if we had a movie, right? If you could create a movie now in your whole life, like say we could create it, not necessarily about your life or anyone else, but if you could create a movie now or write a script, like what would the script be about? Like what would be the
You always say this to me.
No, because I'm asking for an original idea. Like, I'm asking for.
How's it original idea?
No, because like,
it's not original. It's not an original idea if it's based on someone's life.
No, but okay, so everything goes in cycles. From my experience, and everything is recycled. Like mythology, it's all symbols and.
Here we're back to mythology.
Okay, so life is a finite kind of you might as well say kind of scheme of things, or kind of like examples and templates of things, right?
Yeah.
So if life just repeats itself over and over, like AI is going to be modelled on the stuff that's already learned from the history of our written history. Like, so say for example, the stories, archetypes with the hero's journey, the heroine's journey, like the dragon, the knight fighting the dragon, or the footballers like playing big teams and the underdog and stuff like that. So all these kind of templates of symbols of our life and of the human condition and the human pursuit for happiness or greatness. Like,
here's the thing, as I'm going to use your paraphrase your line. Look at what happened in Italian 90. Oh, we got you, and then we got to the second round. We could win this thing. Yeah. And then you lose to Italy in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, against Italy, in Italy, that was killing the dragon in the arena. That was, you're not gonna being Italy in the Italian 90 was if you beat them, that was maybe that never happened before, so maybe it can't happen because we didn't believe her.
Well, we beat Germany just before the World Cup in '94.
Yeah.
We can beat them if they're
okay. Right. So this is the point. So can you write an original story? Is there new breaking new ground, or is there new here?
Not with AI. Not with AI.
Well, AI can only work off what's already experienced and stuff like that. My point is, for us, for humans, can we write the story that no one else has written on the outliners and stuff like that? Say for example, you get on stage, and
everything is based on
cycles, repeating cycles and stuff like that.
So even movies, famous movies. Actually, there was I was watching something, and I don't know where I was watching, but actually movies like Silence of the Lambs is actually based on a real life event. It may not be similar, but it's similar.
But it's interweaving the cannibalism and also the psychos and the really intelligence and all this kind of different things. Richard Harris
Thomas Harris wrote the book.
Yeah, wrote the books. So it's based on words or something. So it always comes from a root.
Brian Cox was the original, the Hannibal Lecter with
Manhunter, something. Wasn't it?
Manhunter. Him in '86 with William Peterson was the detective.
Yeah. So this is the thing, I was at the FBI kind of profilers like this. When you go see on the serial killers, they go back to the prisons and you ask them. No, because it's interesting.
Why are people obsessed with serial killers and even documentaries about this? Is weirdness. What is the world come to?
But it's almost it's like a horror. Why are people interested in horror movies? Because it scares them. It's drawn to the darkness, but it's not that you want to do the darkness. It's you just want to understand the darkness.
Sorry,
well, maybe you want to understand the darkness. Maybe you want to understand because it helps you survive in a war. Because I learned this thing before. It's your brain works off if something bad happens, say for example, you remember where the line is that eat your friends versus where the golden apple is or something. If someone gives you a compliment, and someone gives you something negative, you're more likely to remember the negative thing that you earned for the compliment. So we're just drawn towards negativity bias and stuff like that. It's just the way the brain's programmed. Say for example, if you get hit by fire, that goes deep into the psyche, that goes deep in the brain. But then it's if you're around for it, you'll probably remember when you.
I have been.
You have been born.
Yeah. I got caught on fire.
You got caught on fire?
Yeah.
How did you get caught on fire?
But guys, this is not new. This is not news to you. I've told you this story before.
No, you haven't told us.
I haven't told you this story.
Have you told us story?
I told you this story a long time ago. If you look deep into some of the episodes, newsflash, when I was younger, I was lighting some candles and I lit them from the wrong side, and my sleeve went on fire.
And how'd you put it out?
That's the time for that's to be continued.
Anyway,
You know, someone figured it out and then they put it out.
yeah, we're going down rabbit holes now, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, so we always seem to go off the topic.
Well, yeah, so just talk and comfort you, like, is it more, does it build resilience and stuff like that, like?
No, I prefer it to be on my own.
Do you? Like, I like so much about
He
being
does.
with
He
people,
likes-
like,
he
I
likes-
like conversation, I like connection, I like, I mean, I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to you, but, I mean,
He's
I
like the donkey from Shrek. Pick me, pick me.
That's
pick
you.
me,
You're like,
pick
pick
me,
me,
pick me, pick me.
no, but, I mean, right, write your own story, like, so, like, write your own, I see this cool thing.
What is your own story?
This is my story.
Who would you
Create a
get?
podcast, doing jiu-jitsu.
Who
raising kids, like,
would you get to play your life?
me. I'd be like Sylvester Stallone.
No.
I'd write my script.
Yeah, but
and then I'd have to play the part, like. That'd be very cool. That'd be very cool.
Actually,
do you know what's the lovely story? Did you ever see the Sylvester Stallone story when he wrote the script for Rocky 1? And I don't know if you ever heard him talk about this, but he actually wrote the script, and the producers wanted to buy it off him, but he was actually broke at the time.
Yeah.
And they're offering him like $500,000. And he said, no, I'll only give the script if I can play the part of Rocky, like Rocky Balboa.
He
Like.
got nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And what the story is so authentic and so original, but in a way, like, that's a true being authentic to yourself. Like, it's just amazing. Because, like, he was struggling at the time with no money. He had to give away his dog, literally sell his dog to one of his pals, like, to get money and stuff like that. I don't know if he was breaking up with his wife at the time or whatever, but he was literally broke on his ass, and he said no. Like, he could have got taken the $500,000 and moved on and be like, get a house and whatever, but he just knew in his heart of hearts that if he saw the script and he wasn't acting Rocky Balboa, it would just it would go nowhere for him. So, but it's interesting when you hold your kind of your, not your principle, but your heart, when you stay true to your heart. Like, it's interesting. Like, it's a very, very beautiful thing. But yeah.
And then he went on to make movies like Demolition Man, Judge Dredd, and Cliffhanger.
Do you know those Rambo movies were absolutely amazing? Remember, like, the 80s, like, they were just action, like Sylvester
But
Stallone.
I think
like,
they were too bloody guts. You could.
they were, like, do you know who there was? There's Sylvester Stallone. There was
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bruce
and
Willis.
Yeah, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme. The
Yeah,
martial arts
yeah,
is like the martial arts was just amazing. Like,
And Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Yeah.
And Chuck Norris.
That was a bit before me, and then, like, yeah. But I mean, it was all martial arts. It was all masculine kind of just what I would consider like martial arts.
You know, there's a scene, I think it's in Time Cop, and again, I might have mentioned this before, where Van Damme is jumping up and he's doing the splits up in the air.
Yeah.
On like how.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Volvo ad? When he's doing the Volvo trucks, like, and he's like actually doing the splits in the Volvo ad, and the trucks they're trying to show the driving skill, like the Volvo trucks, like amazing. That's his like his magic move, or what you call it, is like his dynamic move, like. But yeah, but it's interesting. Like, we grew up with such a masculine kind of, you know, like 80s and stuff. So that's primed in us. Like, you know, where did that go? Where did that go missing? Or maybe that's what we need to tap into. Maybe it's a bit like, you know, when we hit our 20s or 30s, that we got conditioned by this kind of PC brigade, or this kind of two kind of words that more mean. You know, this kind of like where it's just like,
yeah, everything's too PC. Like, yeah. I heard there was a kind of article where the millenniums are burning themselves to, you know, as in working themselves to the bones and not getting anything, whereas the generation after us have checked out or something like that.
Yeah, but this is the millenniums. We've literally like, opened the door for the digital transfer.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And we get no
get
credit.
Like, all the baby boomers are still own the businesses and stuff like that. Like, and they're all like the millenniums. Literally, kind of, you might as well say, literally grew the businesses and produced the stuff for the businesses. Like, yeah, but yeah, because this is what I noticed. Like, when I revert back to my younger years, like when I say to myself, when I was in my teens and so I used to play soccer, football, like, and I loved and I adored it. And I was always an athlete, did rock climbing, different things, like, but only when I got to like 36 did I actually did my first jiu-jitsu class, like, and I absolutely fucking loved it. And it was like when I got to my jiu-jitsu class, I was like, yes, this is the place for me to be, like, but I just knew from that point on, jiu-jitsu was always what I wanted to do, and I forgot about football. But it's like, as I have kids now, and my boys are younger, my boys are like getting older, my daughter, and it's like, I look at them and I look at some of the stuff that's going on in the schools. Like, I actually got an email from the school the other day, and it said, what's it like, what kind of sex education or something. They go to tour class, and then they're going to do sex education. This new curriculum, for
Austin,
for school kids. Like,
Austin,
just listen to me for a second. And then so basically, then they're saying 5th and 6th class, like they actually did. Then they did talking about sexual orientation, and I'm like, Jesus, like what the fuck is the world coming to? Like, it's mad stuff. Like
it is.
But anyway, but it's like the teachers were doing a kind of stuff like a class about what the new curriculum was like, and I put in the question and I was like, how much PE the kids doing and the boys doing and stuff like that. Like physical education is so important for adults, for anyone, for kids, like. Because if you can spend all day, in like say for example, I sometimes spend all day in the office and I'm on the phone or I'm on the computer, but I'd have like burned up energy. I'd have physical energy or kind of like a depression of like.
Sorry, you were on the road today saying.
Yeah, I've been on the road the last 2 weeks, like doing furniture and stuff like that. Yeah. But the other weeks to be in the office and I have this like kind of it's this kind of you have the stress response of like someone coming in the boss coming in the office and said, I want like this just
boss or dad.
Yeah, I mean I have to call him boss. Like I mean, what I say, dad. I mean I know there's a bit of, but like for example for you, someone comes in and says I want something done really, like something shows a pile of paperwork on your desk, and then you're like your first response might be like, fuck my life, or chucks them on the ground.
No, wouldn't that be like I would be panicking, not figuring out. But obviously there is the right way to go. That I just haven't thought of it. Yeah, and just need a few seconds to think of the right idea.
But it's like a physiological response. Like you're physically stressed when you see that paperwork drop in your desk. Yeah. So say for example, when you're in the jungle, if you ever see a lion running at you, your first reaction is like fight the lion or like run or like just stay there to get eaten. Like so you have.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it could be a friendly line. Could be a friendly line.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the jungle and friend, like a lion's got to eat you. Like
maybe he's got a thorn. Maybe he's got a thorn in his paw.
This is what's wrong with your generation, African generation. You watch, Simba, like the Lion King, and you think that all lions are good. No, lions are fucking each in the jungle, like.
Relax.
But it's like it's the marriage from like just like all lions and might or might not. Look, if you see a lion in the jungle, you're gonna fucking run.
In the
guarantee
jungle, the mighty jungle,
imagine if a lion walked in the door now, like what would you do? You would shit yourself. You run in that corner, and then you'd expect me to fight him. Like,
I wouldn't.
You'd shit yourself.
I wouldn't.
You'd brown style on the chair, like.
Stop. I wouldn't.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, being realistic, connecting with your masculine energy and your actual physical body, like, as opposed to your mind. It's just an amazing grounding thing. Like, such a beautiful thing. Like, like, relax.
What you hit me for?
What you tell me to relax for?
You relax.
See how cool that is, like boxing. He's a little. If I hit him,
unless he has a sore arm.
He's strong. He's probably stronger than me. Look at the size.
I hurt my arm a few weeks ago, and he's hit me in the arm. It's all sore. It was sore before.
How was your arm still sore? It was 6 weeks ago, like.
It wasn't. It was 3 weeks ago.
How is it still sore, like?
I don't know.
Because you're not getting. You need a sauna.
By the way, yeah. If anyone knows why my arm is still sore, would you tell me? Because I haven't figured out why it's still sore.
Well, here's also the thing when we get older. For example, my arm is sore, really, really sore. My left arm, elbow is really sore. My knee is really sore. But I'm still carrying like heavy furniture, and I'm
also. It's arthritis.
It's not arthritis. It's just strain, like. But it's still painful, and I still show up to work and do the work, like. But I'm gonna show up to jiu-jitsu tomorrow, and I'm still gonna be. My leg is still gonna be sore. My arm's still gonna be sore. But when I'm doing jiu-jitsu, the endorphins will go through my head, and I'll feel great afterwards. And then I'll have a sauna, and then like I'll just be sore, like when I'm like doing nothing, like sitting there, like But yeah, are you still listening to this episode? Because like I lost myself like after the first like 2 minutes, like so fair play. So you actually
don't say that. That's the problem. You can't say that because if you say that, people will tune out, and that's the problem. He's the one. He says, "Why are we getting this? Why are we?" Because it's him. He's saying all the wrong things. Actually, give us a list of things. You
just talk some bullshit, like.
Sorry.
Well,
where's the thing? Mr. Poland who talks.
Yeah, exactly. This is my thing.
No.
So we should break the illusion of like the kind of fantasy of like lost in the moment, like the suspension of disbelief, like. It's not this isn't real, so it's like you just take your mind off it. So it's like if you bring back to reality, the base reality, if you bring back like the point of like this is only a podcast and this is only an episode and this is like real life and not the illusion of a fantasyful episode of a podcast, like, you know what I mean? So you know when you watch a movie, when you watch like something like a movie like
The Shining,
or Star Wars or something like, or like Star Trek or something like, and you're looking at the movie and you're getting immersed in the movie and you're saying that's so cool, and really enjoying it. But if you take a step back and realize like that's just minor bullshit. Like it's just a movie. Like you have the suspension of disbelief. Like so you have to immerse yourself in the movie and kind of turn off the logical brain and get in the emotional brain and say like the awness of it, or like Star Trek going from the deep space flights or whatever, or going to different
Next Generation to deep space.
Yeah, Star Wars like a lightsaber and stuff like that. Like all these kind of things you find on the Death Star or whatever, different things like. That's all. That's
spoiler alert, Anakin Skywalker is Luke Skywalker's father, if you didn't know, even though it was revealed about 45 years ago.
That's not bad. My kids dressed up as Anakin Skywalker for Halloween. Like, it's cool. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? They don't do like that for.
I'm not going to do like anything.
Yeah, he's dressed up as Anakin Skywalker.
It's weird.
Why is that? How is that weird? Like,
You're
weird.
Weird.
You got the costume, like, I think it's deadly, like.
Yeah, that's you're weird.
Anakin is awesome. I like Anakin. He just got influenced by the dark side, like.
And how did he come back? How did your man come back, though?
How did he come back? Dark
Sidious.
Dark Sidious, like.
How did he come back?
But you're talking about the latest Star Wars.
Yes, spoiler alert, he comes back.
Yeah. Well, but isn't he like the epitome of like chaos and the devil and stuff like that? Isn't like he never really truly dies. He just changes form like and stuff like that. Like, isn't he like?
No, he doesn't change form.
No, because Darth Sidious is pure evil. Like there's no redeeming. He's the dark side. He's the opposite to the good. Like he's the opposite. He's the dark, the evil. Like he's the opposite of the good. Like so he has no.
Chancellor Palpatine in the original.
Yeah, exactly. But he's not redeeming qualities because like. It's not like, okay, so obviously me and you are goodies in the sense, because we can look at that and say like, that's the bad way to be, like,
Yeah.
But, but in terms of like, Dark Vader and stuff like that, like, that had to be the process that they kind of transmutate the dark side into the good side for the light to be seen again. Like, it's a process of chaos and order, like, totally recycling. So the two snakes and two dragons, like, two fishes constantly eating each other, like, it's a cycle of life,
Why does it have to work? What's the story with the hands? The hand movement.
What's wrong with my hand? Why do you have to always judge everything I do? Like literally,
with the hand.
You judge everything I do. Like you're always constantly talking,
but
judging me like judgy.
I don't judge him. He's lying. He's messing.
No, it's on camera now. It's on camera.
No.
There's enough video evidence of on camera of you judging me all the time.
Yeah.
Right, we wrap it up. What's
no, for 2 minutes left. Actually, here's the thing. Actually, no, hang on. There was something.
Use your words, man.
Something I saw earlier on. I can't remember what it was though.
Well, that's useful, isn't it?
No, it was something that was contradicted and.
Contradicting?
Yeah, it was something on TV.
Contradicting what?
Was I talking to you? No, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off the point, and we shouldn't be going off the point.
I love the way you say all these things we shouldn't do. How about telling us things we should be doing?
Yeah, I know.
Because you're always great at negative. See the way you have that negatively bias, like you're like so like all the wrong things, like, and that one right thing you find it so hard to do. Like Get Out now, like the one good thing they're going to talk about, we can't remember talking about right now. The thing you want to talk about.
I know. It's just something that it was a contradiction. I can't remember.
So you had your soapbox moment there, like you just.
Why do I always forget these things? It's ridiculous.
Well, hold on, let's just reassociate. Like, where were you watching it? Was it on the phone or was it?
No, I read it somewhere.
In a magazine? Was it Empire magazine or something?
No, it was something. It was an article and.
Was it on your computer? No, you haven't been using your computer in a while.
No.
Was it work? Was it?
No, I don't know.
Was it a newspaper or something?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
if you're talking to trying to remember.
I remember.
You remember when we turned off the camera? Yes, you will.
Yeah.
But that's not relevant now.
We can say it in a promo later on.
So do you have a mental block about it? Then?
Yeah, I do have a mental block.
So was it something to do or something like you talk about sex or something? Is it? It's about sex.
It always comes back to that.
It does always come back to sex, money, and.
By the way, do you know?
What else? Relationships.
What is the story? I was finishing up one thing. What is the story with all these Hollywood old stars dying? I read Robert Redford, Gene Hackman, Diane Keaton now.
That was like on the last year, like.
Yeah, but I mean,
Diane Keaton died like yesterday or the day before, and Robert Redford died like a month ago, and Gene Hackman died like 6 months ago. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
so
these are the stars that we grew up with. Who's going to be next?
Who cares? Like, I mean, people will be. But why do you always have to be drawn to that? Like,
oh, sorry, that's my.
But do you know what it brings home to? Like, it's like actual because we're getting old. Like, we're mid-lifers now. Like, I'm like 43. Like, I mean, I'm in the second half of the game. Like, I'm in the second half, playing the second half of the match.
They always say, I hate the way they always say, oh, you're closer to like 2050 now than you are to 2000.
Yeah,
what the hell?
Some weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
why do people come like all this? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're never going to be this young ever again. This moment right here now, you're never going to be this young ever again.
You don't think I'm going to win a Nobel Prize?
You're going to win or not?
I said, you don't think I'm going to win a Nobel Prize?
Well, wait.
I don't know.
Well, you could do.
Or an Academy Award.
You could, you could write a book. You could write a script and stuff like that. That could earn an Academy Award. Yes, it's a possibility. So that's what. So this is what I was asking. What's your original idea? Like, what's your original script? Like, you're not going to give it away, but you're thinking about it. Do you have
Yeah.
Think about it, okay.
Yeah.
Right, we'll end on that.
Yeah.
So Nick's making predictions. He's going to win either Academy Award or Nobel Prize. Like,
Yeah.
right.
Stop hitting me.
Cheers, folks.
Bye bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hopefully. Bye bye.